Have you ever paused to wonder what lies beneath the surface of your thoughts and emotions? The journey of self-discovery begins with this crucial question, inviting you to delve deeper into the realm of your inner world. In this book, we explore the transformative practice of looking inward, unlocking the hidden potential that resides within each of us. Through the lenses of mindfulness, emotional honesty, and learned experiences, this book will guide you toward a profound understanding of yourself. Prepare to embark on a path of insight and growth as we uncover the art of self-reflection, a practice that can truly reshape your life. Inner Awareness, Mastering the Art of Self-Reflection, written and published by Awaken Vision. Chapter 1. The Power of Looking Within. In a fast-paced world where distractions seem endless, taking a moment for self-reflection can feel like an overwhelming challenge. Many of us find ourselves caught in a whirlwind of thoughts, responsibilities, and external expectations, often neglecting the inner dialogue that shapes our lives. Why is it that looking within can be so daunting? The crux of the issue lies in our fear of facing the truth. Our fears, regrets, desires, and aspirations linger beneath the surface, waiting to be acknowledged. Yet, understanding this problem is vital. Accessing our inner selves is the first step toward genuine self-improvement and personal growth. Imagine waking up one morning, gazing at your reflection in the mirror, and feeling a profound disconnect with the person staring back at you. Perhaps this resonates with a moment in your life when you questioned your choices, feeling as if you were living for others rather than yourself. You might recall days spent chasing societal ideals, pursuing a career deemed prestigious, adhering to schedules that leave little room for your passions, or even silencing your authentic emotions to conform to expectations. As fulfilling as these pursuits may appear, they often lead us away from understanding who we truly are. Recognizing this inner dissonance becomes the catalyst for change. It allows us to confront the invisible barriers we create, understanding that looking within does not mean wallowing in our shortcomings. Rather, it equips us with the knowledge to navigate our emotional landscapes. Just as an artist meticulously studies their canvas before painting, we too must examine our inner thoughts before embarking on our unique journeys. Self-reflection allows us to explore our choices consciously, assess emotional responses, and ultimately cultivate a deeper understanding of our identities. Consider Sarah, a talented graphic designer who constantly feels anxious about her work. Always striving for perfection, she rarely takes the time to understand why she feels this way. When deadlines loom, her thoughts become clouded with self-doubt, echoing the beliefs she has internalized throughout her career. By engaging in self-reflection, Sarah begins to realize that her fears stem from comparisons to others and a relentless pursuit of validation. This revelation doesn't fix everything overnight, but it sets her on a path toward reconciling her feelings. Through understanding her motivations, she can begin to reshape her approach to work and life, allowing room for self-acceptance and creativity. As we invite ourselves into this process, we ought to view it not as an interrogation of character, but as an exploration of consciousness. Self-reflection is a gentle but profound journey that reveals our values, desires, and the remnants of our past. Acknowledging this truth enables us to distill the clutter of external expectations. It builds resilience against self-judgment, fostering a mindset that embraces vulnerability as a strength. In the pages that follow, we will guide you through transformative practices, encouraging you to nurture this vital skill of looking within. With practical exercises and hands-on strategies, you'll discover the power that emerges when you dare to confront your innermost selves. This is more than a book. It's an invitation to illuminate the shadows of your mind, where growth and understanding await. By beginning to harness the power of self-reflection, you will take the first crucial steps toward a more authentic and fulfilling life. To actively engage in self-reflection, we must embrace certain techniques that make looking within not just effective, but also accessible and rewarding. One powerful method is establishing a routine reflection practice. Setting aside a few moments daily or weekly can serve as a dedicated time for introspection. This practice encourages you to step away from the chaos of daily life, providing a safe mental space to confront your thoughts and feelings. Research shows that dedicated self-reflection can enhance self-awareness and lead to improved decision-making, creativity, and emotional intelligence. These benefits arise because this practice helps untangle the complexities of our emotions and enables us to differentiate between our authentic selves and the personas we present to the world. By engaging in structured self-reflection, you provide yourself with a platform to address fears, anxieties, and even your achievements. Employing techniques like journaling can be incredibly effective. When we put pen to paper, we create an opportunity to express unfiltered thoughts, allowing our subconscious to surface. This process not only clarifies our feelings, but also brings about revelations that may otherwise remain hidden. Moreover, journaling can transform abstract thoughts into concrete narratives. This validity in sharing your inner landscape ultimately empowers you to analyze your beliefs and motivations objectively. Another helpful tool is the practice of mindful observation. Taking a moment to observe your thoughts without judgment helps build a solid foundation for self-reflection. Instead of critiquing or analyzing every thought that crosses your mind, allow them to flow freely. By practicing mindfulness, you enhance your ability to detach from emotional turbulence. Scientific studies indicate that mindfulness can alleviate stress, enabling clearer insight into your inner workings. The reduced noise in your mind creates space for illumination and clarity, fostering resilience in overcoming life's inevitable hurdles. Furthermore, questioning your beliefs can reveal hidden truths and unlock pathways to deeper self-understanding. By diving into the why behind your thoughts, you unveil the origin of your self-limiting beliefs. Ask yourself probing questions. Why do I feel this way? What experiences shape my perspective? By unraveling these layers, you build the cognitive framework necessary to challenge and potentially rewire beliefs that may hinder your progress. This journey encourages growth by instilling a sense of agency over your own thoughts, creating a proactive mindset aligned with truth, rather than merely engaging with life's surface. Embracing emotional honesty is a cornerstone of self-reflection. This means accepting your feelings without shame or denial. Recognizing emotions like anger or sadness as a natural part of your human experience empowers you to confront those feelings constructively. Research suggests that individuals who acknowledge their emotions tend to have better coping mechanisms, leading to healthier emotional regulation. When we bring our feelings out of the shadows, they lose their power to control us, encouraging self-compassion. Above all, integrating the insights gained from self-reflection into your daily life is perhaps the most profound benefit of this practice. It promotes greater authenticity in your interactions and decisions, aligning your actions more closely with your true self. The fulfillment that arises from living in accordance with your values creates an upward momentum that encourages continuous growth. Through structured self-reflection, you open a pathway to understanding yourself profoundly and compassionately. By equipping yourself with these tools, you not only address the challenge of self-awareness, you cultivate a rich inner life that propels you towards personal fulfillment. Transforming the way you perceive yourself today can lead to a more purposeful and vibrant tomorrow. Each step taken in self-reflection reinvests value into your lived experience, paving the way for a meaningful journey of growth and discovery. Embracing the habit of self-reflection holds a myriad of positive outcomes that touch every facet of your life. By dedicating time to look within, you enhance your self-awareness, gain a clearer understanding of your desires, and cultivate personal growth. Increased emotional resilience becomes a natural byproduct of this practice, enabling you to approach challenges with confidence rather than fear. Moreover, as you nurture this newfound awareness, relationships can flourish. You become more attuned to not only your emotions but also those of others, fostering deeper connections grounded in empathy. This translates into better communication and understanding with colleagues, friends, and family alike. To successfully implement into your routine, consider starting small with structured steps. Begin by setting aside just 5 minutes each day for reflection, ideally at the start or end of your day. Find a quiet space where distractions are minimal, allowing you to immerse yourself in your thoughts. Utilize this time to jot down a few key feelings or thoughts that arise, focusing on what stands out during that moment. You might start with simple prompts, such as, "What made me feel good today?" or "What challenged me this week?" The key is to remain consistent. Gradually increase your time as you grow accustomed to the practice, aiming for around 15 to 20 minutes daily at your comfort level. In a personal growth context, this practice equips you to tackle issues mindfully. For instance, let's say you're grappling with a recurring pattern of procrastination. Through self-reflection, you may identify that fear of failure drives this behavior. By recognizing this fear, you can create actionable strategies to combat it, perhaps setting more attainable goals, celebrating small achievements, and reframing failure as a learning opportunity. In relationships, reflecting on your interactions can reveal communication styles that may hinder understanding. By openly recognizing these patterns, you empower yourself to initiate conversations with honesty and a willingness to change. The workplace can also be transformed through these insights. Imagine regularly assessing your professional interactions, noting what drives you or weighs you down. With this clarity, you can seek support or propose adjustments that align better with your values and aspirations. In your study habits, self-reflection can reveal effective learning techniques, ensuring you focus your energy on approaches that truly resonate with you. These small actions can compound over time, leading to remarkable changes. As you embark on this in-depth journey of self-reflection, remind yourself that this transformation is achievable with consistent effort. It's completely normal to face challenges along the way, but each obstacle presents an opportunity for growth and awareness. Start small, taking deliberate actions as you cultivate the habit of looking within. Acknowledge each step you take, however small, as progress toward becoming a more self-aware and empowered individual. Keep in mind that the pathway to your authentic self may be gradual, but the rewards are profound. As we move forward, the next chapter invites you to cultivate mindful self-observation. This practice will further deepen your connection with your inner self, illuminating a path to impactful changes in your life. Stay eager and open as we embark on this impactful journey together. And remember to engage with the Awaken Vision community. Hit the like button, drop a comment on your thoughts or suggestions, and subscribe for more empowering content. Your journey is valued here, and together, we will foster growth and insight. Chapter 2. Cultivating Mindful Self-Observation. Have you ever found yourself caught in a swirl of emotion or thought, struggling to pinpoint where it all began? In our daily lives, we often react to experiences without taking a moment to truly acknowledge our feelings or motivations. This challenge of mindful self-observation prevents us from grasping the full spectrum of our emotional landscapes, leaving us unbalanced and often stressed. Understanding this problem is crucial, because fostering mindful awareness can empower us to act intentionally rather than impulsively, transforming our approach to challenges and relationships. Consider Monique, an ambitious professional overwhelmed by her responsibilities. Every day, she rushes through her tasks, fighting deadlines and addressing emails, only to collapse at the end of the day, drained and overwhelmed. One afternoon, in a moment of quiet reflection, she reads a children's book on mindfulness that prompts her to consider the importance of being present. Inspired, she begins to take short breaks to check in with her thoughts and emotions, but struggles to commit fully. The noise of the outside world and the never-ending to-do lists cloud her ability to focus on what truly matters. This relatable scenario highlights how easily we can drift through life without consciously engaging with our thoughts or understanding our reactions. Without the practice of mindful self-observation, we risk becoming automatons, merely responding to events without clarity on our true desires or feelings. This disconnect can lead to emotional exhaustion, strained relationships, and even a decline in overall well-being. Recognizing these challenges paves the way for meaningful change, prompting us to dedicate ourselves to cultivating awareness. Mindful self-observation can help alleviate this struggle. By gently directing your attention inward, you learn to recognize your thoughts and feelings as they arise, developing a clear understanding of what influences your behavior and decision-making. By practicing this skill, you become a witness to your internal narrative, rather than a captive. You create distance between yourself and your thoughts, which allows for informed choices rather than knee-jerk reactions. This practice fosters an appreciative and non-judgmental understanding of yourself, a space where you can observe what you feel and why. Engaging in mindful self-observation does not necessitate fancy techniques or extended time commitments. You can start simply by becoming aware of your breathing. In moments of stillness, close your eyes or gently gaze at a fixed point and take note of your inhales and exhales. As thoughts or feelings surface, acknowledge them without judgment. Are you feeling anxious about an upcoming presentation? Curious about why you've chosen to indulge in a particular habit? By observing your reactions with compassion, you empower yourself to embrace an authentic dialogue with your inner self. Another way to establish this habit is by practicing mindful observation during everyday activities. Whether you're eating lunch, walking, or washing dishes, consciously engage with your senses. Notice the textures, sounds, and aromas surrounding you, allowing this awareness to ground you in the present moment. As you cultivate this practice, you begin to recognize patterns in your thoughts and emotional responses, ultimately paving the way for deeper self-awareness. In the following sections of this chapter, we will delve deeper into the techniques that can enhance your ability to observe yourself mindfully. As you embark on this journey, remember that establishing mindful self-observation is a powerful path toward personal empowerment, fostering clarity and compassion in your daily life. Your journey toward transforming chaos into understanding has begun, and with consistent practice, you are bound to discover clarity, strength, and growth await just beneath the surface. To effectively foster mindful self-observation, it's important to understand the mechanisms that make this practice not only achievable, but also transformative. At the core, mindful self-observation involves cultivating a habitual awareness of your thoughts and emotions as they rise and fall, much like observing waves on the shore. This approach enables you to step outside the tumult of your everyday activities and view your internal experiences with clarity and detachment. By doing so, you create a healthier relationship with your thoughts and feelings, minimizing the automatic reactions that often lead to stress or conflict. Engaging in regular mindful observation helps you identify patterns in your behavior. Research indicates that becoming aware of those patterns can empower you to change them systematically. For example, an individual who notices they consistently feel overwhelmed in social situations can recognize this not as an intrinsic flaw, but as a reflection of their high sensitivity to external stimuli. This understanding shifts the narrative from one of defeat to one of insight. Conscious recognition allows you to apply specific strategies to facilitate more comfortable engagements, rather than feeling trapped in anxiety. The effectiveness of mindful self-observation lies in its ability to create awareness and promote emotional regulation. When you observe your emotions without judgment or judgment-based labels, you create a space to understand the roots of those feelings. For instance, when you note that frustration arises during a challenging task, instead of reacting with irritation, mindful observation allows space for compassion and process. Acknowledge the frustration, pause, and analyze. The very act of stepping back puts you in control of the moment, rather than letting the emotion dictate your actions. This increased emotional resilience is linked to healthier relationships, better performance at work, and notable improvements in mental well-being. Furthermore, the benefits of practicing mindful self-observation extend far beyond immediate emotional awareness. This practice can lead to long-term behavioral changes. A study published in the journal Psychological Science noted that individuals who regularly engage in mindfulness techniques report reduced levels of stress and anxiety, and a greater sense of overall happiness. By tuning into your thoughts and feelings, you foster the ability to respond to stress constructively rather than reactively, enhancing your personal growth and enriching your relationships with others. In applying this solution in real life, start with simple yet intentional practices each day. Begin by picking a specific time to check in with your thoughts, a quick midday break, for instance. Ask yourself how you're feeling about your day thus far, and jot your observations in a journal. Alternatively, when faced with decisions or challenges during work or social environments, momentarily pause to assess your feelings. What's driving your response? By regularly practicing this type of observation, you will gradually nurture an acute awareness of your responses throughout various situations. Moreover, leverage these tools to communicate with those around you. For example, if frustrations bubble up while collaborating on a project at work, instead of allowing those emotions to fester into conflict, employ the skill of mindful observation to address the matter openly. Recognizing your feelings and expressing them maturely fosters a productive dialogue, paving the way for collaboration instead of combat. As you incorporate mindful self-observation into your daily life, remind yourself that perfection is not the goal. Each moment of honest recognition, no matter how small, constitutes progress on your journey towards self-awareness and personal growth. With patience and practice, you can navigate the complexities of your thoughts and emotions, contributing to a richer, more balanced existence. As with any skill, the more consistently you engage, the more proficient you will become. By embracing these practices, you will harness the power of your inner world, opening the door to a fulfilling and transformative experience of mindful living. In the next chapter, we will delve into questioning your thoughts and beliefs, exploring how examining the inner dialogues shaping your reality can liberate you from self-imposed limitations. Prepare for a profound journey into the thoughts that have shaped your identity and discover how reframing these perceptions can ignite your personal growth. Mindful self-observation yields numerous positive outcomes that can revitalize various aspects of your life. By regularly employing this practice, you cultivate greater self-awareness, which leads to enhanced emotional intelligence and improved decision-making skills. Such benefits ripple through personal interactions, work environments, and even academic pursuits. Increased awareness allows for understanding your triggers and emotional responses, empowering you to navigate challenging situations with profound calmness and clarity. With consistent practice, mindful self-observation becomes a valuable tool for fostering resilience, fueling personal growth, and cultivating healthier relationships. To effectively implement mindful self-observation in your daily routine, consider the following actionable steps. First, begin with brief daily assessments. Set aside 5 minutes each morning or evening to engage in mindful breathing. Focus solely on your breath and let your thoughts settle for a moment. As you breathe deeply, identify any emotions surfacing, whether joy, anxiety, frustration, or curiosity. Jot down these feelings in a journal, connecting them to any particular triggers you may have experienced that day. This practice enables you to recognize patterns over time, ultimately empowering you to respond rather than react. Another technique involves integrating mindful observation into everyday tasks. When you find yourself driving, eating, or exercising, be fully present in the experience. Try to observe your surroundings, sensations, or thoughts without judgment. For example, during lunch, pay attention to the flavors of your food and the atmosphere around you. Reflect on how this moment makes you feel. This kind of awareness trains you to remain grounded, reducing stress and enhancing appreciation for life's simple pleasures. In a practical scenario, imagine a tense conversation with a coworker or loved one. Instead of diving into an emotional reaction, pause, breathe, and observe your feelings as they arise. Acknowledge any tension or unease, then allow space for an informed response. By doing so, you create an environment conducive to open communication and understanding, which ultimately enhances relationships. Through mindful self-observation, you gain empowerment, replacing emotional volatility with thoughtful interactions. Beyond interactions, this mindful practice can also enrich personal growth. Use it to find clarity about your goals or aspirations. If you're navigating career changes, for instance, take time to examine what truly drives you. What brings you fulfillment? What skills excite you? Engaging in self-observation provides valuable insights into which pathways align with your passions, ensuring you choose avenues that resonate with your true self. As you embark on this transformative journey, take solace in knowing that meaningful change begins with small, consistent steps. Creating a habit of mindful self-observation takes time. Progress does not happen overnight. Celebrate even the tiniest victories, whether recognizing a fleeting moment of frustration or reconnecting with an inspiring emotion. Each instance of self-awareness contributes to your overall growth. Challenges along the way are not roadblocks. They are valuable lessons disguised as obstacles. Embrace these opportunities for growth, knowing that reflecting on your journey allows for deeper understanding and development. The more you cultivate mindfulness, the more equipped you become to handle the ups and downs of life with grace and authenticity. As we transition to the next chapter, prepare to delve into questioning your thoughts and beliefs. This section will take you deeper into understanding the narratives you create and offering powerful techniques for reframing those beliefs. Happily engage with your experience, and don't forget to subscribe to the Awaken Vision channel for more empowering insights. Like the video, share your thoughts in the comments, and let's continue to grow together on this journey of self-discovery and personal evolution. Your unfolding story awaits, and every step you take is a step toward a more fulfilling life. Chapter 3: Questioning Your Thoughts and Beliefs. Have you ever found yourself locked in a battle of conflicting thoughts that leave you feeling overwhelmed? Many people experience the challenge of negative self-talk or self-limiting beliefs that influence their actions and decisions. These thoughts can nag at us, creating an onslaught of doubt and insecurity, leading us down a path of fear rather than possibility. Understanding and addressing this problem is crucial, as it empowers us to take control of our internal dialogue and ultimately shape our reality. Consider the experience of David, a young professional who aspires to launch his own business but is held back by deep-seated beliefs about his abilities. Every time he thinks about pursuing this dream, a voice in his head whispers, "You're not knowledgeable enough," or "You'll just fail like before." Deciding not to move forward, he remains stagnant in a job that doesn't fulfill him, all because he believes those thoughts define who he is. Like many others, David struggles to challenge these narratives, affecting his choices and aspirations. This kind of self-sabotage is commonplace. Negative thoughts often feel like an unavoidable part of who we are. Realizing this is not merely a personal plight, but a widespread problem, lays the groundwork for transformation. These beliefs gradually erode self-worth, diminishing our confidence and restricting our capacity for growth. By confronting and questioning these thought patterns, we can dismantle the barriers they create, allowing us to thrive instead of merely survive in our lives. Recognizing that we possess the power to reshape our thoughts is a precursor to true self-discovery. The process of questioning our thoughts is akin to being an investigator in our own mental narrative. Instead of accepting your thoughts as facts, consciously challenge their validity. When David thinks he isn't capable of succeeding in business, he should ask himself, "What evidence do I have that proves I'm not knowledgeable enough?" This kind of inquiry invites exploration and reflection. It allows individuals like David to uncover their inherent strengths and accomplishments, shifting the focus from negativity to potential. An important aspect of this challenge is learning how to incorporate questions into our daily lives. Engaging in strategies like thought journaling can be an effective approach. By dedicating time to write down your recurring negative thoughts, you can identify patterns and systematically question their validity. Ask yourself if these thoughts are rooted in fear, past experiences, or comparisons to others. Turning the lens inward and examining the origins of these beliefs enables you to gain clarity and foster a deeper understanding of yourself. Building connections with others by sharing these thoughts can also yield valuable insights. Often, when discussing beliefs with trusted friends or mentors, people realize that their doubts are unfounded or shared by others. Conversations can illuminate new perspectives that shift the way you view yourself and your capabilities, reaffirming that you are not alone in this battle. Understanding this internal dialogue and the challenge it presents is but the first step. The next step involves taking proactive measures to reframe those thoughts that no longer serve you. Affirmations, for instance, can outfit you with positive reinforcement against the heaviness of self-doubt. David might begin with affirming statements such as, "I have the skills and knowledge required to create my business." These affirmations can be powerful allies that help reshape your self-image, replacing negativity with empowerment over time. As you delve into the practice of questioning your thoughts and beliefs, approach yourself with kindness. Remember that changing ingrained thought patterns takes time and effort. Allow space for growth while acknowledging your achievements and hurdles. Every small step you take towards scrutinizing your thoughts inches you closer to reclaiming your narrative and enhances your journey toward authentic self-discovery. Growth doesn't happen at once. It flourishes through a series of intentional reflections and questions. To effectively address the challenge of negative thoughts and self-limiting beliefs, the practice of cognitive restructuring can serve as a powerful solution. Cognitive restructuring involves recognizing, questioning, and ultimately reshaping negative thought patterns into more positive and constructive ones. This approach provides a framework through which you can actively confront the harmful narratives that may have taken root in your mind. By diligently applying these techniques, you not only rewire your mental landscape, but also cultivate a mindset geared toward possibilities and growth. At its essence, cognitive restructuring is anchored in the principle that our thoughts shape our feelings and actions. When negative thoughts dominate your mindset, they generate unproductive emotions, fear, doubt, and insecurity that can paralyze your potential. Conversely, when you learn to identify and challenge these beliefs, you create a conducive environment for positive emotions to flourish. Identifying cognitive distortions, such as all-or-nothing thinking or overgeneralization, is often the first step in this process. By labeling these distortions, you create awareness around them, allowing you to address them consciously rather than letting them dictate your behavior. Extensive research supports the efficacy of cognitive restructuring techniques in fostering mental well-being. Studies have demonstrated that individuals who practice cognitive behavioral therapy, which often incorporates these restructuring methods, experience decreased symptoms of anxiety and depression, along with improved self-esteem. By actively engaging with your thoughts and challenging their validity, you regain a sense of control over your mental well-being, leading to more adaptive behaviors and attitudes. This solution is beneficial not only for individual mental health, but also for cultivating resilience. As you become adept at questioning disempowering thoughts, you open the door to discovering new perspectives, that which transforms challenges into learning opportunities rather than insurmountable obstacles. For example, if you are faced with a setback in your career, rather than spiraling into self-blame, you can inquire, "What can I learn from this experience?" This shift in mindset allows you to embrace setbacks as stepping stones toward growth, fostering greater resilience and optimism. To begin implementing cognitive restructuring in your own life, consider starting with a thought record. This simple tool allows you to journal your negative thoughts, their triggers, and the emotions they evoke. By reviewing these entries, you can identify patterns and begin to challenge the validity of your thoughts. Ask yourself what evidence exists to support or refute these beliefs. This process encourages you to develop a more balanced and nuanced view, paving the way for healthier coping strategies. For instance, if you often question your competence at work, write down a specific situation that triggered this thought. Evaluate your accomplishments and positive feedback from colleagues. By listing these strengths and achievements, you provide tangible evidence against the negative beliefs that try to undermine you. Over time, this practice builds a repository of counter-arguments to challenge lingering doubts. Notably, as you engage in this self-inquiry, ensure you approach yourself with kindness and compassion. Remember that this path isn't about forcing overly positive affirmations onto yourself. Rather, it's about generating a sense of realistic optimism grounded in your experiences and capabilities. As you navigate this journey of questioning your thoughts and beliefs, the significant transformations may not arrive instantaneously, but each effort contributes significantly to reshaping your perspective. Celebrate even minor victories along the way, as these lend confidence to your overall progress. In the next chapter, we will explore the importance of embracing emotional honesty, guiding you to connect more deeply with your feelings. Understanding your emotions can become a source of insight and power in your journey of self-improvement. As we continue this voyage of self-discovery, remember to engage with the Awaken Vision community. Don't forget to like the video, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for ongoing inspiration and guidance. Your engagement matters, and together we can foster a vibrant environment for growth and transformation. Adopting the practice of questioning your thoughts and beliefs opens the door to a myriad of positive outcomes that can significantly enhance your life. By fostering a habit of self-inquiry, you cultivate increased self-awareness, leading to improved emotional regulation and resilience. These benefits extend to various aspects of your life, including personal relationships, professional endeavors, and academic pursuits. As you dismantle negative thought patterns, you cultivate an empowered mindset that transitions from self-doubt to self-confidence. This transformation enables you to approach challenges with curiosity rather than fear, embracing them as chances for growth rather than obstacles. To effectively implement this practice of questioning your thoughts, consider starting with a simple yet powerful exercise, the thought challenge. Begin by allocating a few minutes each day to assess your thoughts, especially when negative emotions arise. As unresolved feelings bubble up, take a moment to pause and reflect. Envision yourself holding a conversation with a kind and supportive friend. Ask, what would they say about this thought? This perspective allows you to break free from excessive self-criticism and gain compassionate insights. Another powerful technique involves writing down your negative thoughts and then challenging them. Use a journal or a notepad to write down intrusive or self-defeating thoughts. Next to each, articulate a counter-argument supported by facts. If you think, "I'll never be good enough for that promotion," write down instances from your career where you have succeeded in challenging environments or received positive feedback from others. This exercise sharpens your ability to identify and counteract negative beliefs, solidifying a more realistic, positive belief system. In real-life situations, the integration of this practice proves invaluable. For instance, in relationships, you might face moments of doubt or jealousy. Rather than succumbing to these feelings, employ the questioning habit. Ask yourself if there's evidence supporting such feelings, or if they stem from comparing yourself to an idealized version of a partner or friend. This clarity empowers you to communicate openly about your feelings, bridging gaps rather than allowing misunderstandings to fester. In the workplace, evoke the same questioning mechanisms when faced with performance anxiety. If presentations or deadlines induce fear, remind yourself of past successes and the skills you bring to your role. Instead of avoiding challenges, view them through the lens of growth, eagerly accepting opportunities that can help you learn and evolve. As you engage in this process, it's essential to remember that meaningful change does not happen overnight. Allow yourself the grace to progress at your own pace. Each moment you actively question your thoughts is a step toward the stronger and more resilient you. Celebrate minor victories, whether it's overcoming a nagging self-doubt or successfully implementing a new response pattern. Acknowledge your growth, for even small strides yield significant changes over time. In embracing this practice, understand that it will foster a deeper, more authentic connection to your true self. Each question you pose becomes a powerful instrument in your journey toward self-alignment and transformation. Challenges can be viewed as welcome opportunities to learn and become who you are meant to be. As we transition to the next chapter, prepare to explore the importance of emotional honesty. In this journey of self-discovery, embracing your emotions allows you to connect with your true self and enrich your experiences. Don't forget to engage with the community by liking this video, sharing your thoughts in the comments, and subscribing to the Awaken Vision channel. Your voice is essential, and together, we can create an encouraging environment for growth and authenticity. The path you walk has infinite possibilities waiting to unfold, and each step brings you closer to the person you are meant to become. Chapter 4: Embracing Emotional Honesty. Have you ever found yourself suppressing an emotion, telling yourself that it's better to ignore it than to confront it head-on? In a world that often encourages masking our feelings behind a facade of strength, the challenge of emotional honesty becomes increasingly prevalent. Many people fear expressing their emotions, worried that they will be deemed weak or vulnerable. Ignoring what we feel can lead to a buildup of unresolved emotions, which can diminish our well-being and prevent authentic connections with others. Understanding this struggle is pivotal, as embracing emotional honesty is essential for personal growth and healing. Consider Sarah, who has always been perceived as the calm and collected one in her group of friends. When faced with a disappointing situation at work, she feels frustration brewing inside her. Well aware that her friends value her stability, she forces a smile and brushes off her feelings, convincing herself that she'll deal with them later. But as days go by, resentment accumulates, causing her to withdraw from her friends. This relatable situation illustrates the misconception that suppressing emotions is a form of strength. In reality, it amplifies feelings of isolation and can even contribute to anxiety or depression over time. Recognizing the problem of emotional suppression is critical because unaddressed emotions often manifest in different ways, through irritability, sadness, or stress-related ailments. When we avoid acknowledging our feelings, we rob ourselves of the opportunity to understand them and ultimately heal. Instead of fostering growth, this avoidance leads to a cycle of emotional turmoil and disconnect from our true selves. Understanding the importance of emotional honesty starts with a willingness to feel. Emotions are not inherently negative or positive. They simply exist to convey information about our experiences. When we embrace emotional honesty, we honor what we feel, creating space for healing and acceptance. It's vital to remember that vulnerability is a strength, and a courageous act of self-expression can open doors to authentic connections with ourselves and others. To begin developing emotional honesty, start by practicing self-reflection. Set aside a few moments each day to check in with your emotions. Ask yourself questions like, "What am I feeling right now, and why?" This process helps clarify your emotional experiences, allowing you to engage with them rather than suppress them. You might realize you feel overwhelmed due to work demands, a feeling of loneliness, or even joy about an upcoming event. With this awareness, you can address your emotions constructively. A helpful approach is journaling. Writing down your feelings allows you to confront them without judgment. Consider adopting a simple format. Write the emotional experience, the events surrounding it, and your thoughts about why you feel this way. Take note of any recurring emotions. These patterns can reveal areas that need attention in your personal life. Through this practice, you build a compassionate dialogue with yourself, enabling you to foster emotional honesty rather than fear. Imagine applying emotional honesty in your relationships. When communicating with a friend or partner, share your feelings openly instead of bottling them up. Expressing vulnerability invites trust and intimacy, forging deeper connections with those around you. You might be surprised at the warmth and understanding you receive in return. It is important to remind yourself that the journey toward emotional honesty is an ongoing process. There may be times when it feels challenging to share your feelings, and that's perfectly normal. Offering yourself grace and patience will allow you to navigate this path with understanding. Remember, acknowledging and embracing your emotions is a courageous act, the pathway to authenticity. As we transition to the latter half of this chapter, prepare to explore practical techniques that deepen integration of emotional honesty into your life. This will further empower you to nurture meaningful connections and foster greater resilience on your path to self-discovery. Embrace this journey. As you learn to honor and understand your emotions, your authentic self will emerge, illuminating a fuller, richer experience of life. Embracing emotional honesty involves not just recognizing what we feel, but acting on those feelings in a constructive way. One effective solution is the practice of expressing emotions through honest communication, both with ourselves and with others. Engaging regularly in open and transparent dialogues about our feelings helps break the cycle of avoidance and takes away the stigma associated with vulnerability. When we communicate our emotions honestly, we foster a supportive environment, not only for ourselves, but also for those around us. This shared honesty allows for deeper connections and cultivates trust in our relationships. Confronting emotions does not automatically resolve them, but but expressing them prevents internalized stress from compounding over time. Practicing this form of emotional expression enables us to externalize our feelings, which is critical for processing them effectively. Research establishes that individuals who openly acknowledge their emotions, including their fears and uncertainties, tend to experience lower levels of anxiety and depression. Furthermore, expressing feelings can act as a kind of emotional release, helping us to alleviate tension and negative psychosomatic symptoms. One way to implement this practice is by openly discussing emotions with trusted friends, family members, or even professionals like therapists. When you foster an environment of trust, the people in your life become safe spaces where shared vulnerabilities can flourish. Transparent conversations about experiences and feelings allow you to gain various perspectives, while reinforcing the message that experiencing and expressing emotions is a part of the human condition. Consequently, these exchanges can validate your feelings, leading to a sense of belonging and understanding. For instance, let's revisit Sarah, who hesitated to express her feelings at work. After learning about emotional honesty, she decides to tell her manager about her frustrations openly. By engaging in this conversation, she discovers that her manager shares similar experiences and is willing to work with Sarah to address her concerns. This communication not only alleviates Sarah's emotional burden, but also reinforces the importance of honesty as a means to finding solutions. The benefits of emotional expression extend beyond just alleviating personal distress. They inspire collaboration and problem-solving in interpersonal relationships. In addition to verbal expression, creative outlets play a vital role in embracing emotional honesty. Writing, drawing, or engaging in other artistic forms can provide an invaluable means of exploring feelings without judgment. For example, journaling will allow you to articulate complex emotions more freely, leading to a greater understanding of what lies beneath the surface. Expression through art serves as another layer of communication, illuminating emotions that might be difficult to vocalize. As you start to embrace emotional honesty, remember that every effort contributes to personal and relational growth. The act of sharing your feelings, no matter how small, opens pathways to deeper emotional clarity and authentic interactions. Acknowledging and accepting your emotions encourages others to do the same, transforming relationships into platforms of mutual understanding and support. While the practice of emotional honesty may initially feel uncomfortable, know that with sustained effort and self-compassion, it will become a familiar part of your everyday life. Establishing a routine around expressing your emotions nurtures the skills necessary to navigate life's ups and downs. As we conclude this chapter, let yourself reflect on how emotional honesty can illuminate your path to self-discovery. Innovations will emerge as you cultivate more intimate relationships and greater understanding of your inner world. Get ready to embark on an exciting exploration of how to integrate emotional honesty into your life more profoundly as we move to the next chapter. Expect to uncover strategies for creating more authentic connections, not only with yourself, but with others. Don't forget to engage with the Awaken Vision community by sharing your thoughts in the comments and subscribing for future insights. Your voice matters in this journey, and together, we can inspire each other to explore the depths of emotional honesty and awareness. Adopting emotional honesty brings about a wealth of positive outcomes that can significantly enhance various aspects of your life. When you are honest about your feelings, you create a stronger sense of self-awareness, allowing you to interact more effectively with both yourself and others. Emotional honesty fosters deeper connections and meaningful communication, enhancing relationships in ways that great superficiality cannot. As you express your true feelings, you may notice a decrease in stress, as unshared emotions often manifest as anxiety or frustration. This emotional release not only promotes inner peace, but can also yield a greater sense of fulfillment in both your relationships and professional life. To implement this practice effectively, start by incorporating a few simple steps into your daily routine. First, take time each day for reflection. Set aside a few moments in a quiet space to check in with yourself. Ask reflective questions. How am I feeling right now? What emotions are arising throughout my day? This initial step of acknowledgement lays the groundwork for embracing emotional honesty. Keeping a daily journal can be particularly valuable. Dedicate a section of your journal to track your feelings, noting what experiences trigger specific emotions. This process empowers you to recognize patterns over time, enabling you to address underlying issues proactively. Next, consider taking small but deliberate steps to express your emotions in real-life situations. If frustration arises during a work meeting, practice articulating your feelings respectfully rather than letting them simmer inside you. Speak openly about your observations or concerns, approaching the conversation with a constructive intent. It's essential to remain calm, using I statements that reflect your emotions, such as "I feel overwhelmed when." Doing so invites collaborative dialogue rather than defensiveness. Engaging in respectful conversations about your emotions increases emotional honesty and cultivates an environment of trust and understanding with others. Another practical example involves a personal relationship where emotions may have been unacknowledged. If you feel hurt or disappointed in your partnership, consider sharing your feelings during a calm moment. Instead of harboring resentment, you can invite your partner into a nurturing conversation by expressing your feelings honestly. This may open the door to both problem-solving and healing, reinforcing the bond between you both. As you embark on this journey toward emotional honesty, remind yourself that change takes time, and progress is incremental. Celebrate small victories like acknowledging a single emotion or successfully sharing your feelings in conversation. These achievements bolster your confidence and demonstrate the transformative power of addressing emotions openly. Developing emotional honesty is not merely about momentary expressions. It also lays the foundation for a deeper relationship with yourself. By recognizing and validating your feelings, you can foster a greater sense of self-respect and understanding. View obstacles as opportunities for growth and practice self-compassion through these challenges. Every step you take transforms your relationship with yourself into one that is kinder, more accepting, and rooted in authenticity. As we prepare to shift to the next chapter, get ready to explore the integration of emotional honesty with mindful self-awareness, deepening your connection with the present moment. The next steps will guide you toward a more profound understanding of how these elements intertwine, allowing for an enriched experience in every facet of your life. Engage with the Awaken Vision community along the way. Like this video, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for continued inspiration and support. Your journey of self-discovery is significant, and together we will foster an empowering environment for growth and enlightenment. The path ahead is filled with possibilities, and every step brings you closer to a more authentic and fulfilling life. Chapter 5. Learning from Past Experiences. Have you ever found yourself reflecting on a past experience and wishing you could rewind time? Many of us carry burdens from the past, regrets, mistakes, or missed opportunities, allowing these memories to cloud our current clarity and potential. The problem arises when we become stuck in these loops of negative reflection, hindering our growth and blinding us to valuable lessons. It is crucial to understand that our past experiences don't define us. Instead, the insights we gather can guide us to thrive in the present. Take the story of Mark, who has consistently struggled in his professional career due to a previous failed business venture. Each time he contemplates starting anew, he is haunted by memories of his past. The costs, the sleepless nights, and his perceived inadequacy replay like a broken record in his mind. This fear keeps him stagnant, and instead of seeing past failures as stepping stones, he sees them as walls that trap him. Like Mark, many individuals fall into a similar pattern, allowing regret to dictate their future actions and aspirations. Recognizing and addressing this problem is important because learning from our past can ultimately inspire resilience and growth. The essence of personal development lies in our ability to extract lessons from both successes and failures. Every experience we encounter serves as a teacher, equipping us with wisdom that can illuminate our current journey. By reframing our understanding of past experiences, we can break free from negative cycles and build a brighter future based on insights rather than fears. The first critical step in transforming past experiences into valuable learning opportunities is practicing reflection. This doesn't mean dwelling on the pain or frustration associated with these memories, but instead engaging in a thoughtful examination of what those moments truly taught you. When you take the time to reflect, consider jotting down your thoughts in a dedicated journal. Write about specific experiences that stand out to you, and dissect what you felt at that time, why it mattered, and how it impacted your choices. For example, when reflecting on a difficult relationship, instead of focusing solely on disappointment or regret, consider what that relationship taught you about your values and boundaries. Did you learn about what you truly want in a partner? Or perhaps you discovered areas of personal growth. Each of these nuggets of knowledge is an empowering tool that can shape your future decisions positively. As you delve deeper into this practice, begin to recognize common themes and patterns in your reflections. As you uncover these threads, ponder their significance in shaping who you are now. Dismissing past traumas or letting fear extinguish your enthusiasm for new beginnings does disservice to your personal development. By understanding and learning from these patterns, you become equipped to navigate future situations with greater awareness and intentionality. Moreover, consider the option of sharing your reflections with trusted friends or mentors. Discussing your past experiences often provides fresh perspectives that can enrich your understanding. The reciprocal nature of conversation encourages dialogue, and sometimes others can see lessons we might miss while steeped in our narratives. In this, we find community and connection that further bolster our capacity to grow. As we transition into the next phase of this chapter, remember that learning from the past is not a one-time event, but a continuous journey. Each reflection serves as a building block toward personal growth and future endeavors. It transforms the way you see your history, turning perceived failures into profound insights. You don't have to fear the past. Embrace it as an invaluable component of who you are today and who you are becoming. In the following section, we will explore ways to integrate these lessons into your daily life holistically, enabling you to move forward with confidence and purpose. Embrace this opportunity for growth, knowing that learning is a lifelong endeavor. It's time to reclaim your past as a source of strength and wisdom. An effective solution to learning from our past experiences lies in the practice of intentional reflection, combined with the strategic formulation of future goals based on those insights. This dual approach empowers individuals not only to extract lessons from past events, but also to apply those lessons proactively in future situations. By intentionally reflecting on what has transpired, you create a dialogue with your past that allows you to acknowledge the emotions and thoughts associated with those experiences. To implement this solution, start by setting aside dedicated time each week for reflection. During this time, review not only what you have been through, but also the emotions tied to each event. What feelings arose as a result of your experiences? Through this practice, you can identify patterns that may reappear and uncover why certain situations trigger specific reactions within you. This structured reflection lays the groundwork for making more informed decisions moving forward. Research suggests that individuals who actively engage in reflective practices tend to have greater emotional intelligence and improved mental health. In fact, a study published in the Journal of Experimental Psychology indicated that those who are reflective about their experiences are more likely to make better decisions and learn from their mistakes. The logic behind this is straightforward. When you actively process your experiences, you develop deeper insights about your thoughts, motivations, and behaviors. Once you have reflected on your past, the next step is to formulate specific, actionable goals based on the insights you've gleaned. This goal-setting process should be grounded in what you have learned from previous experiences. For example, if you often found yourself overwhelmed by unrealistic expectations, you could craft a goal that centers around setting healthier boundaries in your personal and professional life. Clearly articulated goals not only reinforce your learning, but also guide you toward a future that aligns with your values and aspirations. The benefits of employing this approach are multifaceted. By actively learning from the past, rather than simply allowing it to weigh you down, you cultivate a growth mindset, an outlook characterized by a commitment to learning and self-improvement. Instead of feeling defeated by past mistakes or missed opportunities, you start seeing them as stepping stones to greater wisdom and emotional resilience. You may also notice significant improvements in your relationships. As you learn to articulate your needs and navigate boundaries, you foster more authentic connections with others, encouraging conversations rooted in honesty and understanding. For instance, you might find that after reflecting on a difficult conversation with a friend, you decide to approach future discussions with more clarity and openness. This shift can empower not only your voice, but also positively influence your interpersonal dynamics. As you embark on this journey of learning from past experiences, approach it with self-compassion. Understand that personal development is ongoing. It's important to acknowledge that some lessons may take longer to absorb than others. Each step taken towards understanding your history is a step towards crafting a more intentional future, showing you that your experiences can guide your progress rather than hinder it. In the concluding parts of this chapter, prepare to explore practical strategies for integrating your insights into everyday decision-making. By embedding lessons from the past into your daily fabric, you will strengthen your foundation for sustainable growth. You are on a path that validates your history, promoting a sense of purpose and forward momentum. Embrace this transitional journey as you look ahead with eagerness and passion for what lies beyond. Your past has shaped you, but your insight today will empower you to step confidently into tomorrow. Don't forget to engage with your Awaken Vision community. Like this video, share your reflections in the comments below, and subscribe for continued insights as we navigate together this adventure of self-improvement. Your voice matters, and as you grow, so does our collective journey. Adopting the practice of learning from past experiences yields numerous positive outcomes that significantly facilitate personal growth. When you actively engage with your history, you cultivate a deeper understanding of yourself, which empowers you to face future challenges with resilience and wisdom. This awareness leads to enhanced emotional intelligence, strengthens your decision-making abilities, and nurtures a healthier self-image. By reflecting on your experiences thoughtfully, you also foster a sense of agency, allowing you to navigate life's complexities with confidence rather than fear. To implement this practice of learning from past experiences, begin with setting aside specific time for reflection each week. Choose a comfortable space and bring along a journal to document your thoughts. Write down significant events that have shaped your life. These can range from achievements to failures and everything in between. As you jot down these experiences, pay close attention to your feelings associated with each scenario. What sparked joy or regret? How did those experiences impact your choices moving forward? This initial examination allows you to identify valuable lessons that can guide future decisions while also creating awareness of emotional triggers. In addition to journaling, consider engaging in conversations with trusted friends or mentors to gather external perspectives on your past experiences. Sharing your reflections can surface insights that you might not notice when analyzing your history alone. For example, recounting a failed project at work to a colleague may reveal patterns in your thought processes that lead to the same outcome repeatedly, thus offering an opportunity for real change. Through these discussions, you can assess almost unconsciously which strategies worked and which did not, informing your approach in future situations. As you hone your reflection skills, aim to convert the lessons you've learned into actionable goals. For instance, if you reflect on a challenging interpersonal conflict and realize that communication broke down due to misunderstandings, set a goal to enhance your active listening skills. This may involve practicing patience in conversations or rephrasing what others say to clarify their meaning. Such concrete goals facilitate a structured approach to transformation, anchoring your insights into clearly defined actions. Moreover, in personal growth contexts, applying these lessons to your relationships can be particularly enlightening. If regret over a past friendship influences how you interact with new acquaintances, consciously approach these relationships with openness and honesty. Adapting the lessons learned can prevent them from becoming barriers to establishing new connections, allowing you to engage with people more authentically. Throughout this journey, it's crucial to approach each reflection with self-compassion. Understand that everyone makes mistakes and has moments of uncertainty. Instead of being critical of yourself, view each challenge as an event ripe with learning potential. Recognizing your capacity for growth encourages a positive and empowering mindset, and each step towards self-improvement holds value. While it's normal to feel overwhelmed at times, trust that consistent effort, no matter how small, matters profoundly. Celebrate incremental successes, for they all contribute to your ongoing journey. As this chapter concludes, be inspired by the idea that your past does not dictate your future, but can serve as a powerful guide. Prepare for the next chapter, where we will explore integrating lessons learned into your everyday life, creating actionable strategies that solidify your growth path. Your journey forward is bright, and there's much more to discover. Before we wrap up, do take a moment to connect with the Awaken Vision community. Like this video, share your reflections in the comments, and subscribe for the insights that lie ahead. Together, let's continue building a supportive and uplifting environment for growth and exploration as we embark on this transformative journey, hand in hand. The possibilities before you are limitless, so let's get ready to embrace what comes next with open hearts and curious minds. Chapter 6. Integrating self-reflection into life. Have you ever struggled to apply the insights gained from self-reflection into your daily life? This challenge is more common than we think. Many people experience moments of clarity through introspection, but then find themselves unable to translate that awareness into meaningful action. The disconnect between understanding and implementation can be frustrating, leaving individuals feeling as if they are stuck on a cyclical path of reflection without progress. Recognizing this problem is crucial, as integrating self-reflection into your daily life can lead to profound personal transformation, increased fulfillment, and emotional well-being. Imagine Emma, a talented artist who regularly engages in self-reflection. After each painting, she takes time to contemplate what emotions inspired her work and what lessons she learned throughout the process. While she finds great satisfaction in this routine, she often struggles to incorporate these insights into her artistic journey. Emma expresses frustration over repeating the same mistakes or feeling unfulfilled despite her reflective practice. This struggle may resonate with many. Unpacking feelings is enlightening, yet many often find themselves at a loss for how to make actionable changes based on their learnings. Identifying the gap between insight and action is pivotal, as it highlights the importance of actionable reflection. When you genuinely integrate lessons learned into your daily habits, life begins to align more closely with your insights, fostering a meaningful and intentional existence. The first step to bridge this gap is to create a structured action plan based on your reflections. Simply recognizing your insights isn't enough. You must convert these revelations into concrete steps that lead toward growth. Consider your recent reflections. What insights have emerged from your experiences that warrant action? The most effective way to start this integration process is to distill your reflections into specific, tangible goals. Instead of declaring, "I need to be better at managing my time," think in actionable terms. In the next week, I will allocate specific blocks of time each day for deep work on my projects. This transition from vague assertions to specific practices empowers you to craft a plan that nurtures growth. Horsehead's saying, "The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step," is a powerful reminder of the importance of starting small. Implement one new habit or change at a time to avoid feeling overwhelmed. By focusing on incremental progress, you give yourself the grace to cultivate consistency rather than seeking immediate perfection. For example, someone reflecting on their recent interpersonal conflicts might establish the goal to practice active listening in conversations. This could begin with a simple commitment to allow each speaker to finish their thoughts before responding. By intentionally focusing on this practice, the insights gained during self-reflection will naturally find a place in their interactions, strengthening relationships and enhancing communication. Moreover, embracing accountability mechanisms can effectively propel you toward integrating self-reflection into everyday life. Share your goals with trusted friends, family, or mentors who can provide encouragement and reminders to practice these new habits. A support system is vital in ensuring you remain engaged with the personal improvements you wish to cultivate, reinforcing that you don't have to walk this path alone. As we delve deeper into this chapter, reflect on how your insights can manifest into small yet significant actions in your life. Understand that by integrating reflection into your daily routine, you don't just enhance your personal growth. You also create a space where self-awareness transforms into concrete outcomes. The journey is ongoing, and every step taken brings you closer to becoming the person you envision. Embrace this opportunity for transition, knowing that small, deliberate actions can yield substantial results over time. In the next section, we will explore tools and strategies to further aid in this integration, enhancing your journey even more. Your commitment to growth is palpable, and together, let's showcase the potential of living a life deeply connected to self-awareness and reflection. To effectively integrate self-reflection into your daily life, embracing a systematic approach known as reflective practice provides a solid framework. This method combines structured reflection with actionable goal setting, facilitating a seamless transition from insight to application. Reflective practice operates on the premise that understanding oneself deeply leads to informed decisions and behaviors. By regularly reviewing your experiences and their associated emotions, you not only identify your strengths and weaknesses, but also equip yourself with a clear understanding of how your actions align with your core values and aspirations. The process begins with creating structured reflection sessions. Designate a specific time weekly to revisit your reflections, note any patterns you've observed, and evaluate your emotional responses to various situations. What lessons have stood out to you? How can you intentionally apply those insights? As you engage in this reflection, articulate your thoughts clearly. Whether you prefer journaling or discussing your insights with someone close, the goal is to distill your reflections into coherent takeaways. This practice cultivates a habit of critical thinking, which is essential when it comes to making informed choices that reflect your true self. Research highlights the effectiveness of reflective practice in personal development, particularly as it relates to behavioral change. According to a study published in the journal Educational Psychology Review, regular engagement in self-reflection creates a deeper cognitive understanding of experiences, thereby fostering the capacity for improved decision-making. It suggests that those who reflect consistently are more adaptive to change, as they incorporate lessons learned into future actions. By analyzing and understanding your behaviors, you create a personalized roadmap for growth that is deeply rooted in your past. Moreover, integrating your reflections into daily life benefits you by promoting emotional resilience. With each experience processed, you become increasingly adept at navigating challenges, signaling a departure from the paralysis that often accompanies feelings of regret or inadequacy. Learning to view setbacks constructively, transforming obstacles into lessons, shifts your mindset toward one of growth, allowing you to approach the future with renewed confidence. In practical terms, you can enhance the integration of self-reflection by utilizing a variety of tools that facilitate progress. For instance, the use of visual aids, such as vision boards or mind maps, allows for the mapping of insights in a more tangible form. By visually representing what you've learned and where you want to go, these tools can help reinforce your intentions and commitments. You might include images, affirmations, and goals that resonate with your reflections, serving as constant reminders of your journey. Additionally, establish small, consistent habits that reinforce your reflections. For example, if you've identified that anxiety arises in group situations, create a goal to approach one interaction at a time. Start small. Set the intention to engage in one meaningful conversation each week. Celebrate these achievements as wins along your journey, acknowledging that each effort counts. The more connections you create between reflection and positive actions, the stronger your capacity to translate insights into reality will become. As you implement these strategies and continuously engage in reflective practice, Trust that you are building a solid foundation for sustainable personal growth. This integration requires consistent effort, but with time, your ability to reflect and act will evolve into a natural rhythm. You can transform lived experiences into valuable lessons that inform your present and future. As we draw upon this chapter, allow yourself to recognize the power of integrating self-reflection into your everyday life. Embrace the growth opportunities present in every moment, and know that taking these steps will pave the way for a more intentional existence. In the next chapter, we will delve into the compelling connection between self-reflection and achieving authentic happiness. This exploration will provide the tools to cultivate a fulfilling and contented life based on self-awareness and informed choices. Remember to engage with the Awaken Vision community. Like this video, comment with your thoughts and experiences, and subscribe for ongoing inspiration. You are part of a supportive journey where each voice contributes to our shared growth. The possibilities that lie ahead are tremendous, and your path continues to unfurl with potential. Integrating self-reflection into your daily life brings forth numerous positive outcomes that can enhance not only your personal growth, but also your relationships and overall well-being. By consciously committing to this habit, you cultivate a habit of mindfulness that leads to enhanced emotional awareness, improved decision-making, and increased resilience against life's challenges. When you consistently reflect on your experiences and learn from them, you not only deepen your understanding of yourself, but also enhance your ability to navigate future situations with confidence and grace. As the self-reflection process unfolds, you will find yourself becoming more adaptable, fostering a growth mindset that highlights how challenges can lead to opportunities for learning and development. To effectively implement this practice, begin by creating a structured reflection routine. Choose a specific time each day or week to sit quietly and engage in self-reflection. This could be in the form of journaling or simply taking time for thoughtful contemplation. As you engage in this practice, clearly set your intentions for reflection. Ask yourself what events or experiences stood out during that time frame. What were the emotions tied to those experiences? By seeking clarity on your feelings and thoughts, you are opening the door to deeper insights useful for personal development and navigating relationships. In your journaling, make it a point to distill your reflections into actionable steps. For instance, if you recognize feelings of stress in your work life, outline specific actions to mitigate that stress, such as delegating tasks, seeking assistance, or prioritizing self-care routines. This amicable approach not only solidifies your learning, but makes it more tangible. Let's consider a practical example to illustrate this. Suppose, after a reflective session, you realize that you often withdraw emotionally when faced with conflict in your personal relationships. Acknowledging this pattern is the first step, but the next crucial step is to plan how to act differently moving forward. Create a goal for yourself, such as committing to express your feelings openly in one upcoming conversation. The very act of preparing mentally to engage authentically and directly can transform the dynamics of your relationships, nurturing deeper connections and fostering understanding. As you put this integration method into action, continue to develop habits that reinforce your commitment to self-reflection. Try using reminders, such as sticky notes with personal affirmations or reflections placed in visible areas, to keep your goals fresh in your mind. Whether it's a reminder to give yourself grace when facing setbacks, or an affirmation encouraging you to embrace challenges as learning opportunities, these visual cues can help connect your reflections to your daily actions. Celebrate each small step you take, as progress is not solely measured by grand achievements. The cumulative effect of consistently applying what you've learned from self-reflection leads to significant transformation over time. Acknowledge your advancements and be proud of your adaptability. Each action taken, however minor, contributes to your growth and learning journey. In pursuing this path of integration, keep an open heart and mind. Accept that challenges will arise, but also recognize that they are opportunities for profound growth. As you incorporate self-reflection into your daily routine, trust in your ability to navigate these personal challenges with greater awareness and intention. As we conclude this chapter, Be inspired that the journey of integrating self-reflection into your daily life is not just about change. It's about cultivating a deeper connection with who you are and who you aspire to become. Embrace each moment for the growth and learning it represents. In the next chapter, we will delve into the powerful connection between self-reflection and achieving authentic happiness, exploring the ways to cultivate joy within ourselves. As you continue on this enlightening journey, remember to engage with the Awaken Vision community. Share your reflections in the comments below, like this video if it resonated with you, and subscribe for future insights and support. Your journey toward self-discovery is paved with potential, and together, we can illuminate the path to a more fulfilled, meaningful life. In Inner Awareness, Mastering the Art of Self-Reflection, we've embarked on a transformative journey towards understanding ourselves more profoundly. From recognizing the power of looking within and cultivating mindful self-observation to questioning our thoughts and embracing emotional honesty, each chapter has offered tools to refine our inner dialogue. We've explored how learning from past experiences and integrating these lessons into daily life can unlock pathways to personal growth and authentic happiness. By committing to self-reflection and actively applying our insights, we have positioned ourselves to lead more fulfilling, enriched lives. Thank you for taking the time to engage with this material and explore the depths of self-awareness. Your journey is invaluable, and to support further growth, please like this video, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe to the Awaken Vision channel. Together, let's continue to nurture and inspire one another on this empowering journey of self-discovery.